This video is for all those who are still severely indoctrinated and they are still hopelessly stuck on the colonizer's false version of history that modern-day Africa is the motherland, when America really and truly is the motherland. And I'm going to show you why. America is the motherland and modern-day Africa is not. Even a fifth grader can understand this. There's a genius in you somewhere, and I'm sure you can understand everything that I'm about to show you. The transatlantic slave trade began in the Americas. This is actually a screenshot from Google. Every Columbus Day, when they celebrate them conquering our people in the Americas, they always post the truth every Columbus Day. So you can find this. I screenshotted this on Columbus Day, and it is clearly telling you that the slave trade began in the Americas. There are a couple of people who actually think that they're clever and geniuses. Oh, America is new. It's the new world. Okay, so watch this. The slave trade began in the Americas with the settlement of the Caucasoids in the New World. And why do they call it the New World? They call it the New World because it was new for them. It was new to them. But of course, when they came to the Americas, people who look like me, the indigenous, the aboriginals, were already living there for thousands of years. Watch this. By 1492, the truth is that America had been home to a number of culturally rich and diverse human societies with their own cultures, religions, and complex societies for more than 12,000 years. And then guess who came to join us after about 12,000 years? The people who became the Native Americans then joined us in the Americas. And it says specifically North America, but they're actually throughout the entire Americas. And how did they get here? It's in blue. They came across a land bridge which existed at the time. So when Christopher Columbus came, he went straight to South America and also to the Caribbean, and he picked up people from Hispaniola, which is known as Haiti or Haiti, which encompasses Haiti and Dominican Republic. And they took people from both of those places, sent them throughout the earth, and many of them were dumped in modern-day Africa. The women and children were sex trafficked, and they were also enslaved. Men, women, and children were enslaved. And unfortunately, there were baby girls as young as 9 years of age that were used as sex slaves. They were sex trafficked by Christopher Columbus. This is why they hail Christopher Columbus as a hero, because again, they found a way to conquer us and to destroy us as a people. Since Columbus, the people who orchestrated the enslavement of our people and the complete ruination of us actually stole our identity, and they call themselves the chosen people of God now. And so the whole entire world is fooled into believing that they are the real true chosen people, but it's really them who orchestrated the entire ruination of our people, and they paid for both of the slave trades and any and everything else that would assist them in destroying us, our people, including the history. They wrote the history that is taught in the schools called African American history. And they also named us African Americans. They're behind. They're the ones that are behind us being renamed and reclassified millions of times. And then finally, African Americans in the 1980s. So I can see someone asking, oh, well, why would they do something like that? Well, these people are racists. And obviously, supremacists do not like people who don't look like them. One such supremacist that set out to also ruin our people, Charles Darwin, he is the one that came up with the out of Africa and the evolution theories. Now, how did these come about? They didn't come about because of facts. They came about because they did a visual inspection. They basically said that people who look like me look like the primates in the land, the monkeys, apes, gorillas, chimpanzees, etc. And as a result of that, then obviously they evolved from those primates, and they are who they are today as a result of it. And believe it or not, this actually stuck. It's not backed by science. It's just their prejudiced opinion. So this is how the all so-called black people came from Africa theory, which is a lie. Theory is not proven and it's not based in facts. This is how it began, that modern day Africa is the motherland. So as the world turns, new supremacists take their place, and upholding the lies and false version of history and just everything else that they've done to ruin us as a people and to make the entire world believe lies. Walter Ashby Plecker is one of those such supremacists that joined the ranks of his fellow supremacists in destroying our identity. In fact, he was in Virginia over the registrar when children were born. He is the one that actually classified them as whomever he wanted to classify them as, which is one of the reasons why our identity was actually lost. This is also how they upheld the every so-called black people came from Africa, with the out of Africa theory lie. So use your common sense, please. If modern day Africa is really and truly the motherland, then please explain why all of the food crops that are enjoyed in modern day Africa today originated in South America and the Americas, period, as a whole. You have okra, which is very big there, cocoa yams, cassava, and plantain, which is used to make fufu. Everything that is enjoyed in modern day Africa, tomatoes, are from the Americas. Even peanuts, or as they call them, groundnuts, millet, yam, everything. All of these crops originate in America. So how can modern day Africa be the motherland? And who doesn't like good old chocolate cake, a chocolate candy bar, cocoa to drink on? Sexy chocolate man. Or maybe that's just me, but anyway. It certainly didn't come from modern day Africa. Yes, it's grown there, and that's where it's grown the most today. But guess what? Cocoa was actually introduced to Africa, and it came from America. So I ask you again, how is modern day Africa the motherland when all of these crops came from America? It does not take a rocket scientist to figure this out. You don't have to be intelligent to figure this out. You just have to have common sense.